with bringing somebody in, even if that meant losing George.
I can't care about that if I'm Josh Heupel.
I agree. That's the big when the quarterback conversation is brought up about whether or not Tennessee should go get a quarterback. That is usually the first follow-up question of, even if it means running off George. And I agree with you. I don't think if you're Josh Heupel, you can worry about that. I'd love to keep George. I think he has a lot of potential, but you do have Faison right behind him, and if he's not willing to wait another year and develop a little bit more, then so be it, quite frankly.
2022 happened a long time ago, folks. Like, yo, Josh Heupel don't win this year, it gets dicey. It gets dicey. So I don't think Josh Heupel has the luxury of being like, oh, well, man, hey, we good over here, man. Hey, 75, it's okay. George, hey, hey, man, we don't want to scare you off. You may not be ready, but we don't want to scare you off, and we'll put you out there. No, you can't do that. You cannot do that. You got to get the guy. If that's Faison Brandon, cool. If that's George McIntyre, cool. I just think it's great for you to have a security blanket. I think it's great to have a parachute and bring in another quarterback just in case and protect yourself if you're Josh Heupel. And obviously George hasn't done enough because my man can't even get reps during the game. Whether that's his fault or Josh Heupel's fault. So you just don't know. You do not know. And yesterday, like on Josh and Swain, folks was like, well, let him play and see what he got. You know how I am about that stuff. What do you mean let him play, see what he got? That's what every day is for in practice. You think Dwayne Brown just woke up one day and was like, hey, coach, I think I can do it. If you just give me a chance in the game, I can prove it to you. You think that's how Dwayne Brown got his start tonight?
That is not at all how Dwayne Brown received his first career start. Huh. And Rick Barnes said 3 different ways that he earned it in practice.
That's literally how every player earns playing time in the games. Like when you go to the games and you see the starting lineup on the Jumbotron, you're like, I wonder how that player started. Because he was better in practice. That's how it happens. That's how it works. The coach didn't wake up and go, you know what? I think I'm going to give this guy a chance. I'm going to give him a chance. See what he got. That's not the way it works. You earned your start. You earn your playing time by what you do in practice. It is that simple. So before you fix your mouth to say, hey, we should just let him see what he got, don't say it. Do not say it.
But some players are gamers, Swain.
Well, that's too bad.
Didn't you watch Josh Dobbs?
No. He didn't stink at practice. I refuse to believe that. He didn't stink at practice. He might have not looked as good as Peterman because Peterman was a practice All-American, but I refuse to believe Josh Dobbs stunk. He didn't stink.
Also, you're doing a disservice to Joey, I think. Joey deserves to play in the bowl game.
Yeah, every rep.
And what you hope is that maybe you can jump out to a big enough lead to where George can get some run in the second half. Now, I don't think Tennessee's going to jump out to a big enough lead that would afford them to do that, but that's a pipe dream, I guess. I think George has some more developing to do, and mostly physically. Like, and if he's not willing to see that as well, then so be it. I think best case scenario is Joey pulls off a miracle and somehow gets this extra year of eligibility and wants to come back. The problem with that is you don't have time to wait around and see how that is going to play out.
I love me some Joey Aguilar. I don't want anybody to get extra year.
I don't either. But in terms of Tennessee's quarterback situation, it would be best case scenario, I think.
If Joey comes back, you know who else comes back, don't you?
Who?
Your boy. Mr. F all the voters.
No, Diego said he's not coming back, even if it got granted. He said he kept his name in the lawsuit because he thought it would help carry weight and help all the others that are fighting for next year. He said he's done regardless and going to the NFL draft, ready to move on and see what the NFL holds.
Okay.
That's what he said publicly numerous times.
These old dudes, man, you played enough.
I agree. But if you're Tennessee's quarterback room, you want Joey back.
Yeah,
I give you two options right now. You can take Joey back, or you can go try your luck in the portal. Which one?
Man, these dudes need to go get a job, man. This is, for me, it's bigger than just Joey Aguilar.
I hear you.
It is, man. Like, you got these high school athletes that can't even get recruited because coaches want to go straight to the portal all the time. And you got young quarterbacks that can't get on the football field because the old dudes don't ever want to leave. It feels like high school. It's like, my goodness. I'm a junior. She's a junior, this girl that I like, but I can't even talk to her because the dude that's graduated from high school 5 years ago keeps coming back to our dances. He keeps hanging out. Dude's like 28 years old. He won't leave.
As Real D from the 423 points out, Taven Jackson is available.
$865 255 How you feel about that one, Ben?
It's a body that knows the system.
That ain't gonna work. That's not gonna work, man. You know it. You know that's not gonna work. What do we do with the money that we save with Legend Bay? Go get somebody else's better.
But not a receiver, right?
Nah, man. You don't need more receivers, Ben. What's wrong
That's
with you?
the
You got a
point.
receiver
I'm
problem.
emphasizing it. I'm on your side.
No.
Pipe down.
No, you have a receiver problem.
No, I do have a receiver problem. I talk with one twice a week that's stubborn and doesn't listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth.
I don't want any more wide receivers.
I don't either.
Yes,
Unless
you
it's
do.
Cam Coleman. No, I don't want a receiver. I want Cam Coleman. There's a difference. I want Cam Coleman. I don't want more receivers.
Okay. All right. Because that's somehow different, right?
Yes, very much different.
John K. and SC got jokes this morning. Is Nico hit the portal? We can have a reunion. We cannot have a reunion. That's not going to happen.
You think Nico transfers?
If he's smart, he will.
Who did UCLA hire?
James Madison's coach.
That's right.
I still don't know his name.
I don't know his name either.
Let's see here. Bob Chesney.
That's right. Kenny Chesney's cousin.
Yeah. Bob.
Bob.
Coach Bob, man. Coach Bob is coaching Nico now. So, whatever. 865-255-03.
It'd be wild if Nico.
You're listening to the Swain Event.
Florida.
You don't say.
Fueled by Dead End Barbecue.
Guys, you can feel your energy slipping away, losing what makes you, you. It could be low testosterone. Take action now. Low T Center can help reclaim your energy with a quick and simple free T-test. Visit Low T Center and receive pharmaceutical-grade testosterone never compounded like other clinics. Experienced providers increase your testosterone to the level that is just right for you. Treatment is covered by most major insurance with affordable self-pay options available. The best you is waiting. Book your free T-test at trtmvp.com. When you are craving some quality barbecue, there's only one place to go. Dead End Barbecue. Dead End Barbecue has been featured on ESPN's Taste of the Town, the first barbecue restaurant on the SEC Network, CBS Sports, Headline News Tailgate Show, Amazon Prime's The Restaurant Comeback, Food Paradise, and named one of the top 100 barbecue restaurants in America. The search is over. Dead End Barbecue is located on 3621 Sutherland Avenue right here in Knoxville. You can even have it delivered right to your door through Chow Now. Visit their website at deadendbbq.com. Dead End Barbecue. The search is over.
Out-of-town law firms have been swarming into East Tennessee lately. From Memphis, Chattanooga, and Birmingham, they've stormed into the area. Wouldn't you rather do business with a local firm? You know, a true neighbor. Marcos Garza and the pros at the Garza Law Firm are just that. There are neighbors and friends that support local causes year-round. The Garza Law Firm works to serve you professionally on criminal matters, injuries and accident matters, and Social Security and disability filings. The Garza Law Firm is here for you at garzalaw.com. The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Just because you can't call in doesn't mean that you have to sit on the sideline. Impact the show with a text box. It's part of the free Swain Event app.
Hey there, Swain Event fam. Jennifer Morris here with Keller Williams Realty. Are you tired of striking out in this housing market? Feeling overwhelmed when trying to buy or sell your home? Don't let the process be an unnecessary time out. Just like the Vols, you have to keep fighting for what you want and need good teams. Give me a call at 865-694-5904 or reach out at nextmovesmokymountains.com and I'll help you navigate the process. That's nextmovesmokymountains.com and go Vols.
Swain Event fueled by Dead End Barbecue. Man, you missed a feast, appetizer feast yesterday at Dead End Barbecue, my man.
You could have invited me.
Potato skins. My middle one wanted potato skins, so we got that. Bologna sliders, BBLT, chicken finger sliders, what the oldest one want. Got a little sausage and cheese plate. Can't go wrong there. We had an appetizer feast over there at Dead End Barbecue yesterday with the family. I don't get invited when you go.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Did you invite me the last time you went?
Yes, mentally.
See, that's my point. You were saying something before we went to break.
Not anything of note. I was just saying it'd be funny if Nico transferred to LSU or Florida. Who needs quarterbacks?
Well,
Nico coming back with Lane. That'd be hilarious.
I would love to see Nico at LSU and Dad on Lane's nerves, but
On the Lane train?
I don't see that happening. Swain probably wants Dylan Raiola. I don't mind a conversation with Dylan Raiola.
Ugh. I'm good. He's too much of a cornball for me. The production does not match what it would take to put up with the corniness. Little Patrick Mahomes Jr. And it's not even Patrick Mahomes Jr. He's Patrick Mahomes' stalker. It's not that he's even like boys with him. It's just he imitates him to the creepiest degree. I'm good. The tweet
that's why you don't want him, because he's weird.
Yes, he is he's weird, and the production is not Francisco Mendoza level to put up with the uniqueness.
So you don't think Lenore Sellers is weird?
No, not at all. Bring me Lenore Sellers all day, every day.
But he
I
wasn't.
can't.
But he wasn't
I
successful.
can't believe he signed up for another year at South Carolina. That
well,
decision was blasphemous.
Well, Kendall Browse is good,
I don't care.
but
It's South Carolina.
and I'm not saying that Lenore Sellers is weird. I'm just asking, being a question here. I don't care if the dude's weird. All I care about is he a good leader? Do the teammates and the players on the team follow him? And is he a good quarterback? I don't care about any of
But
that
that's my.
stuff.
I think the weirdness for Raiola. Like he doesn't strike me as somebody who teammates gravitate towards.
Pavia is weird.
Is he?
Yeah. He's weird.
Weird is not a word that I associate with Pavia, but maybe I'm looking at it wrong.
Yeah.
I just think he's cocky and arrogant.
Well,
I don't think that's weird.
I think that's pretty weird to me.
But a lot of people are cocky and arrogant.
I think it's worth the conversation.
I mean, if you want to have a conversation, sure. It's just a short conversation for me.
I mean, dude's talented, but I don't think
Tennessee's don't get him.
anyways.
But he's just Nebraska has been very mid with him there.
It ain't because of him.
Not all because of him, obviously.
Matt
but he
Rule is
plays
the
a
most
role in
overrated
it.
coach in the country. He is the most overrated coach in the country, Ben.
Yeah, I think I agree with that.
You agree with that. And if you don't, all your credibility will be washed away. You better agree with that. Or no one should ever listen to you again.
I said I
when it
think
comes
just
to a
because
sports take.
I haven't put a lot of thought into that conversation.
You don't need a lot of thought. Look
Gus
at him.
Malzahn was the most overrated coach in the country.
Who?
Gus.
No, he wasn't.
The end of his Auburn tenure and his UCF tenure, very overrated.
Man, that dude played
so
for a national championship as a head coach.
He did, and then did not adjust to the times.
Okay, cool. He was not more overrated than Matt Rule. Matt Rule got
I
a
agree.
contract extension and raise because Nebraska was afraid that he played at Penn State. And the dude still went out there and lost more games.
I agree with you. The only reason I said I think is because it's not a topic that I thought a lot about.
Okay. So don't be blaming it all on Dylan Raiola because you don't like him, because he tries to be like Patrick Mahomes, which, hey.
I'm not blaming it all on Raiola, but to think that he doesn't play a role in it is naive.
Sir, Ben,
Sir.
there's a lot of great players today at different levels, different sports, that try to emulate their heroes.
Yes.
Kobe the Devil, Michael Jordan. Don't connect Kevin Durant. Okay?
Yeah.
Tom Brady, Joe Montana. It's just that Dylan Raiola is just more weird about it. That's all. that's he just take it a little step further. That's all. He just take it a little step further with the hair and all that stuff. He just take it a little step further. Ain't nothing wrong with trying to emulate a great, legendary Hall of Fame player.
I agree. I just the production has. When I watch Dylan Raiola play, it does not scream 5-star quarterback, which is what he was coming out of high school. And this, we talked earlier about how many schools in how many years. I mean, going back to high school, this is like going to be school number 6 in 7 years for him.
You got me. I'll shut up now. You got me there.
I'm good on Raiola.
No,
he's got a heck of an arm. It's just there's a lot that comes with it, and the production. He's very inconsistent on the field too.
Yeah, you got me there. I'll shut up. I just said it's worth having a conversation.
It's worth having a
That's
conversation. I'll give you that too.
Yeah, that's it. But that is a red flag with the different schools. Definitely worth the conversation. Turkey Man, what's going on with Joe Burrow? He doesn't know if he wants to play football because the Bengals are one of the worst ran organizations in the league. That's why. He's feels like a little Carson Palmer situation going on with Joe Burrow.
Feels like Andrew Luck too.
Huh?
Andrew Luck too.
Yep. Mm-hmm. All right, Dustin says, when will we know if Jim Knowles brings anyone with him, or if there will be any more staff changes, bowl, portal window, coaching staff decisions happen so close? There's going to be more changes with the staff.
When? After the bowl game?
Jim Knowles.
It seems like Jim Knowles is in evaluation mode these next 10 to 15 days.
Yes, he's meeting and talking to
everybody.
Correct. And determining who stays and who does not stay. And I'll be surprised if there's not more changes on the way. What about you?
Yes, I would also be surprised.
I'm not going to even say I'll be surprised. There's going to be staff changes, okay, on defense. I can say that with some strong certainty.
You can say that with your chest.
I can. Then the Mafia says Harrison Bailey is applying for 137th year. He has SEC experience.
SEC experience at multiple schools.
Y'all goofy. Nope.
I don't want Harrison Bailey. I'd take Dylan Raiola before I took Harrison Bailey.
What has Kendall Browse ever done besides having Art as his dad? I mean, Kendall Browse is pretty good at Arkansas. I mean, he beat us. I don't know if that's saying much. Improved.
He beat Nico.
No, that was when that was Jerry Garantano.
Oh, that's right. I thought you were referring to last season.
No, he wasn't there then. He was at Arkansas under was that Bielema? Pruitt? Or was that
That sounds right.
Yeah. This is the last go around for old Beamer, I guess. But no, Browse was at TCU for the last 3 years, 23 to 25. But he was at Arkansas from 20 to 22. So, I mean.
Let's be very clear and concise. The number that Lenore Sellers must have received to stay at South Carolina must be massive.
Probably. I'm shocked. I would have left if I was him.
Yes, absolutely. Art Browse or not.
He's done more for South Carolina than South Carolina has done for him. It's supposed to be mutual benefit. And
he regressed this year.
South Carolina has used him. He has not been able to grow and get better on the football field because of Shane Beamer's offense coordinator decisions. I'm surprised he came back. What about Josephs from ODU? Transfer quarterback from Old Dominion?
Not familiar with his work.
Yeah, I'm trying to. He hit the portal early. Well, intentions of hitting the portal was put out early. I haven't really looked at him too much, but I do remember people talking about him a lot. I think a quarterback like that, a quarterback without a huge price tag, a quarterback, Colton Joseph, a quarterback that has experience, someone that can be what Ole Miss had last year, I think that's a perfect fit for Tennessee.
And I agree with what you're saying, but let's be clear that it will be really hard for Tennessee to emulate what Ole Miss did. They won the lottery with Trinidad Chambliss.
Correct.
They did not realize they were getting what they got when they brought him in.
I agree.
I mean, what was it? Austin Simmons was projected as a first-round pick to start the year, and Austin Simmons is going to do this, going to do that. And he did get hurt, which opened the door for Trinidad. But Trinidad came in there and grabbed the bull by the horns and took the job from him in a major way.
I agree. No, I agree with you.
Go call your boy Rocco Beck.
I don't know what Tennessee's going to do. Swiper with the question on the text box. I was waiting for this one to come up. Swiper, no swiping. 908. Does Heupel's raise indicate that Does Halsley's raise indicate that Heupel is planning on him being the primary play caller? Also, please tell me Rodney Garner will be retained. Well, it's just hard to believe for Rodney Garner to be anywhere else besides Tennessee if he's not going to be at Auburn. But when I saw the raise amount for Joey Halsley, I was like, $1.4 million? I mean, good for Joey Halsley. That's awesome for him. But I got questions. My question is, when you look around the league and you look at a coordinator getting paid that amount of money, is there any confusion about who's calling plays around the league, man?
No.
There's no confusion. We know at Georgia who's calling plays. We know at Alabama who's calling plays. Like the offense coordinator, we know that dude's calling plays. Here, it's a mystery. You don't know flat out who's calling plays. And I think if you're Josh Heupel and you're willing to pay Joey Halsley $1.4 million, I think it should be pretty obvious that he's calling plays. Especially when there was questions about time management last year and in-game management last year. I just have questions. Does that mean I'm with Swiper here? Does that mean that Halsley is going to be able to work more freely and be the 100% play caller? Is Josh Heupel willing to come out and go, Joey Halsley is the play caller 100% of the time? He is the play caller. That has yet to be done.
We know the answer to that question. I would be absolutely floored if Josh Heupel came out and declared who was calling plays.
Because Lane Kiffin, he's the head coach, but that's Charlie Weiss's junior. That's his operation. He calls the plays. It allows Lane Kiffin to manage the game. So, like, that's a big question going into next season, amongst other things, is Joey Halsley calling plays? Is he the coordinator that's going to whip these boys into shape? Is he going to demand more discipline in practice? Or is he going to demand more physicality? Is he going to do some of the things that Alex Golich did when he was here that produced more results offensively? Did we take a step forward offensively from last year to this year? Absolutely. Is it good enough? It is not good enough. Do we need to take further steps? Absolutely. But it comes with discipline. It comes with having a little bit of a butt kicker mentality in there as well. So I'm happy for Halsley, man. I'm glad he got that bread. I know he worked hard, but I wonder, with that price tag, is he the offense coordinator that calls plays or not? Remember, you love Gus Malzahn, man. You are obsessed with Gus Malzahn as Dylan Raiola is with Patrick Mahomes. You love talking about Gus Malzahn. I'm just kidding, but check this out. Why did Rhett Lashley leave Gus Malzahn?
Because he wasn't calling plays.
Because you didn't know whose show it was. Like, who was calling plays, man? Like, who was responsible? And Rhett Lashley had to leave. He had to leave to find his own identity, and it allowed him to be a head coach at one of the most prestigious universities and programs in college football history, at SMU. And so, if you're Joey Halsley, you're like, I mean, I appreciate the bag, but he's not going to get credit, man, because you still don't know who's calling plays.
Yeah.
Still don't know.
I would be curious to know where that salary ranks among offensive coordinators in the SEC. I do think that Joey, I know that this is the primary conversation, but as a secondary conversation, Joey has done good work with the quarterbacks as the quarterbacks coach. I mean, 3 of the 4 have been really, really productive for Tennessee with Hendon, Joe, and now Joey.
My goodness.
So he does deserve praise for that, his ability to get Joey ready for this upcoming season after he arrived in May. Does that mean that he deserves the raise that he received? I don't know. That seems a bit aggressive. Also, what was his salary last year? Do you know that off the top of your head? I can find it. I didn't know if you know it off the top of your head though.
No, I didn't know.
I'll find it real quick.
850. 850.
That was Joey Halsley's salary last year.
That's what it says here on the Google.
Okay, well then that is a significant raise, one that would not just be rewarding you for what you do as a quarterback's coach. Again, I did say I thought that would be a bit aggressive if it's a significant raise.
That's a lot.
And you were also, it seems, trying to fend off other schools from poaching Joey Halsley. Maybe that's taken into consideration as well. But yeah, if he's receiving a near $600,000 raise, I think it would be fair to wonder if that means that he is going to be the play caller.
Listen, if Joey Halsley getting paid $1.4 million, I expect him to be the play caller.
I agree.
I expect him to be the play caller without any confusion.
It is a $600,000 raise, increasing his salary to $1.45 for the next 2 seasons.
Yeah, I expect it to be known that Joey Halsley is a play caller. Like, if you getting paid that much money, because you look over there, LSU and Charlie Weiss Jr., and they gonna pay the dude $2.5 million. There's no question who calling plays over there. I just feel like if a coordinator is making over $1 million, there should not be any confusion about who's calling plays, who's running the show. That's a lot of money to have the head coach over your shoulder, and you don't know for sure who's calling plays, who's not. Because you look at Texas A&M and their defense coordinator that was not calling plays, was not calling
Jay
defense.
Bateman.
That was Elko. He left, right? He left with what some people say would be a step down move. But I would say no, it was not a step down move. My man is going to be calling his own defense. And that's the opportunity that he did not have at Texas A&M. That's how I look at it. Might be wrong, but that's how I look at it. And maybe Joe Halsley, if he ever wants to be a coordinator that is looked at as someone that is doing it on his own merits, then he might have to get from underneath Josh Heupel the same way that Rhett Lashley had to get underneath Gus Malzahn. Because, again, it's not understood who calls plays for Tennessee's offense. It's never clear. It's never clear. Whatever. But I was waiting for that question to come up because I was thinking when I saw the number, I was like, that's a big number, man. I need to know exactly who's calling plays. Whatever cornerbacks are transferring, Basically, what D's trying to say, we've had cornerbacks who transferred who had ties to Auburn. Kamal Haddon and Colton Hood. Camden, Tennessee Vol says this may be it for Heupel if he don't go all out in the portal. Go big now. Can't wait on next year. There is no tomorrow. Quoting the great Apollo Creed. There is no tomorrow. That should be the mentality. Vaughn Birmingham says he wants Deuce Knight if he hits the portal.
I'd be cool with Deuce Knight. Now, at that point, I absolutely do think you're running off George McIntyre.
Yep. You can't bring in a redshirt freshman quarterback.
I mean, you can if you don't think George is worth anything, but I don't think that's the case.
Well, what's going to happen
They picked George over Deuce in high school.
Well, what's going to happen, Ben, is you bring in a redshirt freshman quarterback that's young, you're going to have a situation where you're going to lose two quarterbacks in 2 years. Because you may run off George this year, and then next year you're going to have another battle between two young quarterbacks, and then one of those guys will leave if they're not picked. That's why you got to have an older guy come in, and you possibly may lose. You possibly may lose George, but let's say he goes. Well, then you have two quarterbacks, Faison and the old guy, and then the old guy leaves, and then Faison steps in, and then you'll be recruiting another quarterback. There'll be a young guy coming in. So I don't think you need to go out and get a young freshman or redshirt freshman quarterback with 3 years left of eligibility or more. That's why it makes more sense to go after the old Joey Aguilar type of quarterback.
Yeah, I agree. It going and getting Deuce Knight defeats the purpose of why you are getting a quarterback. You're not getting a quarterback because you need talent in the room. You already have talent in the room with George and Faison. You need experience. Somebody who is ready to be a starter. And I don't think Deuce Knight is there. I like Deuce Knight. I kind of view him in the same prism as I do George McIntyre. But I think it would be just as risky to head into the season with Deuce Knight as it would be George McIntyre, which defeats the purpose of why you need to go get a transfer quarterback.
Yeah. I'm with you, man. All right, got the college football playoffs starting this weekend.
We've got 2 games this weekend.
We got the playoffs, man. The playoffs start this weekend.
I'll tell you what,
I thought it was more than 2 games.
There have just been some asinine takes and comments on social media the last 24 hours. Joel Klatt.
Oh,
what are you talking about, bro?
Bro.
His takes continue to get worse and worse.
Well,
I had liked Joel Klatt at one point, and it's been downhill the last couple of years, saying that the NCAA basketball tournament is awful. Like, okay, Mr. Macho football guy who doesn't like other sports, we get it. Your sport is supreme to everybody else. That doesn't mean that everybody else's product is bad. Those people grind my gears so much.
Such a bad
the people that only like one sport, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with liking just one sport. But just because you like one sport doesn't mean you have to put down all the other ones that you don't have interest in. Those people grind my gears, and that's what Joel Klatt was doing, in my opinion, with those comments disparaging the NCAA basketball tournament.
Well, here's where Joel messed up. And to provide some context, let's share with the people what he said. He said the NCAA tournament was the dumbest in sports. We don't want Cinderella of James Madison, Tulane being, in the college football playoff, and then he tried to compare it to the NCAA basketball tournament and said that it's the dumbest tournament and least fair tournament of all sports. Well, if he watched basketball, he would know that basketball is totally different than football, and that in basketball, the Kentuckys can lose. Know that. Every year, there's upsets. There's not been one upset in the college football playoff because football is different. That's what he should have said.
Also, here's the other thing. All 4 number 1 seeds made the Final Four last year, and the number 1 seed has won the championship of 7 of the last. I agree with his point about not wanting to see Cinderellas in football. Like, I don't want to see Cinderellas in football either, because it's totally different than basketball or baseball. Just the nature of the sports are different and lend towards it happening more often. Whereas in football, it's a competitive issue. James Madison and Tulane, James Madison more than Tulane, like it's a different caliber of player, and we understand that there are true, genuine levels to the different levels of physicality and athleticism in football compared to other sports. There's a reason that the top brands in the sport have the players that they have, and the Cinderellas have what they have. Like it throws off the competitive nature of the tournament when you have teams like James Madison and Tulane make the playoffs, and that's not saying I like the little guy, right? Like I'm not saying that those type of programs don't matter in the world of college football, but it just, to me, it almost taints whoever's going to win the national championship. Like if Oregon were to go on and win the national championship, like I almost want to put an asterisk next to it, because they essentially have a bye this week, whereas Texas A&M has a tough game against, and Oklahoma and Alabama, they have tough games. Like to me, it's almost like you're tainting it. Like it's not equal whatsoever. So like I agree with Joel from that standpoint, but like throwing the basketball tournament under the bus in the process is just not the way to go about doing so. You sound very elitist, and you were just also wrong as well, because we see number one seeds have success all the time. The other one was Kirk Herbstreit being all upset about not having football to watch this past weekend when there were a lot of football games on television. There weren't any big brands playing, but you did have the Army-Navy game. You had FCS playoffs. You had the bowl game between Boise State and Washington.
I mean, it wasn't a lot, Ben.
You had a handful of football games, and he acted like there was nothing on television to watch this weekend. He acted like the sport took a week off.
I get it. I understand how big the Army-Navy.
It's not a good look.
I understand how big the Army-Navy game is. Watching two option teams play,
Navy's not an option team.
What are they then? They spread it out, Ben?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Watching those two styles play against each other, not my favorite from a stylistic standpoint.
I understand.
But if you Kirk Herbstreit, you can't say that out loud.
That's my point.
I get you, man. You can think that, but you can't. You supposed to be Mr. College Football. You can't say that. You can't say that out loud, Kirk.
Especially when there are college football fans that already think you have a bias towards the SEC and the big brands in the sport, and they determine your locations for game day on Saturday. You can't follow it up and act like there's nothing on television to watch over the weekend when you cover the sport and there were games to watch over the weekend.
Yeah, you can't say that out loud. Because I feel you, Kurt. I understand what you're trying to say, brother. I get it. You just can't say it out loud, man. You got to keep that to yourself. You got to keep it to yourself.
And also, like, I understand that the Army-Navy game is not for everybody. And even though it was 17-16, it was actually really entertaining and really competitive.
Hey, it is, man.
On Saturday.
See Mississippi Fall? See? Don't do that, Mississippi Fall. Watch what you say about Army football team, Swain. Obviously, that's my second. Calm down, Mississippi Fall. Calm down. I'm sorry. I don't care if it's Army, Georgia Tech, or whoever. I don't want to watch triple option teams. I don't want to, especially watch two of them play against each other. I want passes. My goodness.
Kirk's already deleted his tweet, which tells you that he knows that he messed up when he said Saturday not having college football threw us for a loop. You can't say that when you do have Army-Navy game, and it is regarded as one of the best games of the year. You did have the de facto HBCU championship game going on that was really good and went into double overtime. Like you can't, as Kirk Herbstreit, Jason Swain can say that. Ben McKee can say that.
I'm not saying
Kirkpatrick
that.
cannot say that.
I wouldn't even say that.
Because, yes, I know you wouldn't, but you could get away with it because you don't host or you're not on a premier college football game day show every Saturday morning that travels the country to the various locations. Kirkpatrick can't say that. A Saturday not having college football threw us for a loop when there was plenty of college football to watch. Just there were no big brands playing.
Yeah.
And he has since deleted the tweet.
Imagine sitting there watching two triple option teams play, and you're like, oh, my God, look at the coaches, man. They're being conservative. They're being conservative the whole game. Because, being conservative means running the football, right, Ben? Some fans' eyes. Oh, my gosh. They're being so conservative. The whole game is conservative.
Navy's has rounded into more of a modern-day offense. They still run some wing T, but they do have some spread and motion and RPOs and built into the offense. Army is triple option 100% of the time. Navy's not 100% of the time. I wouldn't even say majority of the time.
It was a good game. I'm not debating if it was a good game or not. I'm just saying I don't want to watch two triple option teams all the time, which is why
I feel you.
Which is why I don't. I only watch it once a year. It's enough for me. Army, Navy, one time is enough for me. I can't watch it over and over.
Yeah. No, I get you. I wish that Army's offense would develop and evolve like Navy's is my point. I get tired of watching that offensive style as well and would like to see Army evolve to the point to where Navy's is, because Navy's offense is pretty incredible. I was surprised Army held them to 17 points. Would have been fewer if we had not thrown a second half interception. That was just as dumb as it gets, but I feel you. I really do.
Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you. Trying to make me sound like I'm crazy.
No, I was not.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying, like,
what you're saying
in general. Like, my man Mississippi Vol trying to make me feel like I'm crazy because I want to sit there and watch triple option teams play all the time. No, man. Like, I'm a receiver at heart. Anybody trying to watch that for more than 60 minutes? I'm good. All right, Legend Bay looks like he's going to be let out of his letter of intent, or at least he requested it. That's good. Go to Ohio State, man. Just go. I think that's pretty easy. Former Tennessee offensive coordinator is going to be joining Alex Golesh, Larry Scott. Yep. So I mean, I think that's a huge pickup for Alex Golesh. Huge. I like his staff, man. I do. He's doing a good job.
P. Kitty wants to know what happened to Merklinger.
Who? What?
P. Kitty. P-K-I-D-D-Y. Just like P. Diddy, just a K instead of the first D.
Shh.
I mean, we were all thinking it.
Shh.
What happened to Merklinger? I'll let you answer that question.
What do you mean what happened to him? Nothing happened to him.
Well, we've had all these quarterback conversations all morning long and not one mention of Jake Merklinger.
Because he's not going to play here? I mean, did we not see that this year in the UAB game? Did we not understand that when a quarterback came in with 2 months of prep time, take over the starting job and go throw for 3,000 yards? Like, I think the writing was on the wall. Like, Jake Merklinger is not going to play here. So,
what about Jaden Craig, the Harvard transfer quarterback 419 Vol says, take the quarterback from Harvard. He does have some impressive numbers at that level, and according to some college football media, apparently he's going to get a real look at the NFL whenever that day comes.
So my thing is, I don't know who Tennessee should get. I just know Tennessee needs to talk to as many quarterbacks as possible and get the right fit, someone that's experienced, someone that can run the offense, someone who possesses leadership qualities, toughness. I mean, Joey Aguilar was a perfect fit. So.
Ooh, Jaden Davis is entering the transfer portal, the Michigan quarterback who Tennessee once recruited, former 5-star. We can have Joe Milton 2.0 come to Knoxville.
Hey, man. There's a lot of quarterbacks that fit the criteria of what we just had with Joey Aguilar. A lot of quarterbacks fit that criteria. So,
Jaden Davis, though, is also in the same boat as Deuce Knight. He defeats the purpose of he's very talented, but he's not bringing experience with him.
Listen,
so
if you get the right quarterback, it doesn't matter how old he is.
That's true.
You got to get the right quarterback. And if you get the right quarterback and some guys leave and you have to waste money, then so be it, because you're going to make that money up times 2 if you have the right quarterback. If that's a guy with 4 years left, or 3 years left, or 2 years left, you got to get the right quarterback. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow, Ben McKee. It's right now.
It's now or never.
It's now. It is now. That's it. It's now.
Opportunity is nowhere. Or is it now here?
It is now here. It is now here, my man.
Neil Mafia, we do not listen to Joel Tlatt, but Joel Tlatt's asinine comments made its way onto our timeline.
Yeah. No
It
word
was a
on
hot
Jim
topic
Knowles'
on
staff.
social media.
Oh, sorry about that, Ben. We should not get TJ Finley, Mississippi Vol. You need to hush. Louisiana Vol says, what's the word on Jim Knowles' staff changes? Those changes are coming, but it ain't going to happen right now. But they're coming. And Ben McKee, we're going.
Where are we going? We're going out the door. Nelson from Jackson, I can't believe this text box message. I personally enjoyed every second of the Fighting Peacocks taking down Kentucky a few years back. I can't believe Nelson mentioning college basketball on the text box. Nelson must be sick this morning.
I enjoyed it too.
I was there in person because Tennessee was at the same arena.
Yeah, I enjoy it. All right, Ben McKee, anything we left out? Anything you want to add, my man?
Nope, nothing to add. I hope you have a great Tuesday and Wednesday, and I'll see you Thursday.
All right, for those looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, hit up our girl Jennifer Morris, Keller Williams Realty Group. Tennessee is playing a top 15 matchup, top 20 matchup, and the conversation was dominated by football. No regrets.
Well, who let off?
No
Who was the
regrets.
leadoff hitter?
Well, here's the thing. Tennessee basketball got to play better. They got to win some games. If they win more games, they'll get more conversation. That's just the way it works.
If not, Brian Hunsucker's taking all your NIL money, Rick Barnes. You better win. Brian Hunsucker, Nelson from Jackson, DR Vol, Vol Storm, they're coming to take your NIL money and give it to the Lady Vols if you don't start winning.
Oh, boy.
Or just go buy Jacoby Thomas back.
The takes. The never dull on Rocky Top. Thursday, we'll do it again. Ben, we will be talking about a big orange win and how Nate Ament balled out, how Tennessee got the dub at home versus Louisville. It's happening. Swain Event.